Right now, the Badgers season is over after a tough loss in Tampa. We'll have the recap. Plus, with a new year come new laws, the details on what has changed from coast to coast, and a New Year's walk helping families at the UW Children's Hospital. It's all ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Well, the Badgers are trying to recover after a tough loss in a close bowl game battle with LSU today. Wisconsin's season now comes to a close after the ReliaQuest Bowl loss in Tampa. News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley has a recap from Raymond James Stadium.
All offseason and all season long, the focus for this team was starting fast and finishing strong. Wisconsin had the starting fast part figured out against LSU. The finishing strong part, that was a little different. Picked this thing up in the fourth quarter. Badgers up 31-28, and then the Tigers went on a massive drive. 8 plays, 98 yards, capped off by Garrett Nussmeier connecting with Brian Thompson Jr. for a 4-yard touchdown, and that would be the game winner. Wisconsin falls 35-31 and finishes a roller coaster of a year, 7-6.
Talk about the ups, the downs. It's the twists and the turns that, I think make it the most difficult thing. I've said it. This has probably been the most difficult stretch of, 2.5, 3 months that I've, had in coaching.
This program's in good hands. I know a lot of people on social media and stuff drag Coach Fick and, the production that he's had, but I think he's legit.
Jake Renfro echoing those comments after the game, saying, quote, "You're going to see a different Wisconsin football team next year." Well, for this program, that starts January 14th with winter workouts. At Raymond James Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
And despite the outcome, Badger fans were able to take in today's ReliaQuest Bowl at watch parties across the area, and we checked in with some of the faithful at the Silver Eagle in Monona. What one fan enjoys about bowl games is the opportunity for the team and fans to travel and see new places and also play teams that aren't normally on the schedule.
Presents opportunities for our team to play, teams that we normally or usually wouldn't play during the season, and the different vocation and destinations that our Badger fans get to travel to makes it pretty cool as well.
The long off season now begins. The 2024 season opener slated for August 31st, Camp Randall Stadium against Western Michigan. Time now to check in with meteorologist Alex Harrington and get a look at our first warn forecast. Alex.
Yeah, Eric, it's breezy out here on the patio. If you look behind me here, you can look at our Christmas lights, and they're moving back and forth out there. So with temperatures in the 20s, it doesn't feel like it's in the 20s. I've been jumping around here a little bit to stay warm. 24 in Madison, 25 in the Dells, 27 in Janesville, 23 already in Mineral Point out there, folks. And with the winds out there, again, wind chill values are down in the teens out there at this point in time. 24 is pretty popular, though. We got some 25s and some 26s here in Dane County. Overall, this is where we should be for this time of year. I probably just need to get used to it. We've been spoiled with temperatures staying in the 30s, staying generally above normal here. But there's going to be a storm system that we need to talk about. We've been first to discuss it as of this weekend. We talked about it on Saturday and Sunday. Our weather models today as of Monday are still in phenomenal agreement that we could be looking at a storm in the Midwest. Enough confidence that the First Warn Weather Team, we want to continue to first warn you on it. We could be looking at snow and breezy conditions 1 week from now. And coming up in Maine weather, folks, I will break that storm down. I'm going to show a couple different weather models to show you just how consistent the forecast is with this weather system. And then we'll do a tour, viewer photos. Don't want to miss that. That's coming up.
Alex, thank you. As the nation welcomes in a new year, new laws went into effect today, from minimum wage hikes to new gun regulations. CBS's Carter Evans takes a look at the changes.
New year, new laws that include pay raises for millions of Americans. 25 states and dozens of municipalities plan to increase minimum wage this year.
Hello, may I have someone?
That means at least $20 an hour for certain food service workers in California.
Who wouldn't mind getting an extra $4 increase in their pay?
And California companies also now cannot ask employees about using marijuana off the job. A win for workers in Alabama. They'll no longer owe state taxes on overtime pay. Guns are now banned from most public places in California, and Michigan has a host of new gun laws, including universal background checks.
These laws represent a sea change in Michigan's gun safety regime.
Texas is targeting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, banning them from public colleges and universities, while restrictions in Kansas will prevent transgender people from changing their assigned sex on birth certificates. New rules of the road in California require police to tell drivers why they're being pulled over before they begin asking questions. And in Illinois, video conferencing behind the wheel is banned, but hanging fuzzy dice on your mirror is now legal.
I'm sorry, excuse me 1 second.
A new law for telemarketers in New Jersey includes providing a callback number.
Oh, gee, I can't talk right now. Why don't you give me your home number and I'll call you later?
It's inspired by this scene from the 90s sitcom Seinfeld.
Oh, I guess you don't want people calling you at home.
No.
Well, now you know how I feel.
And another new law here in California, 1st through 6th graders will now be taught cursive writing in school, a lost art in the digital age. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Former President Donald Trump's legal team is expected to appeal the decisions that removed him from the 2024 primary ballots in both Colorado and Maine. That's according to a source familiar with those plans, which could happen as early as tomorrow. The decisions to take Trump off the ballots are based on the 14th Amendment, which says officials who have, quote, engaged in insurrection are disqualified from holding office. In local news, Dodge County officials arrested 2 people last night after a cross-county high-speed chase. At one point, speeds reached 110 miles per hour. Tire spikes were used, but the vehicle did not stop, eventually driving on its rims. The chase ended in the village of Lowell. A passenger, a 39-year-old Beloit woman, was taken into custody. The driver, a 35-year-old Janesville man, ran from the vehicle, was eventually found in a river nearby. He was treated for hypothermia and minor injuries. Madison police arrest a 32-year-old woman for stabbing a man last night. Officers called to a home in the 1300 block of Jennifer Street. They say they encountered what they say was a chaotic scene. Found a 43-year-old man injured. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. The woman, arrested, faces various charges, including first-degree recklessly endangering safety. Tonight, Japan is warning residents of coastal areas not to return home because of the possibility of a tsunami after a powerful earthquake there. At least 6 people were killed. The search is still on for more possible victims. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has the latest now from New York.
A newsroom in western Japan violently rocked when the earthquake struck just after 4 Monday afternoon. Sent items tumbling to the ground at a grocery store and unleashed floods at a train station.
Suddenly, it get pretty strong earthquake, and so everybody was panicked that time.
The 7.5 magnitude quake left cracks in roads, damaged homes, and caused this fire. Japan immediately issued its highest level tsunami alert, and residents were told to head to higher ground, but that has since been lowered. The last time Japan issued a major tsunami warning was in 2011, when an 8.9 magnitude quake hit the country and brought massive waves, killing thousands and causing a meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear plant. This quake was far less severe, and there have been no reported problems at the country's nuclear facilities. But strong aftershocks are still a possibility. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
The Biden administration has spoken to Japanese officials to offer any assistance that is needed. Well, the CDC is warning respiratory illnesses are on the rise. The week before Christmas, more than 29,000 people were hospitalized with COVID. Another 15,000 were admitted for flu and thousands more with RSV. Wastewater analyses showing more COVID in the environment than this time a year ago. One reason respiratory illnesses are up, maybe vaccination rates are low. Experts recommend vaccines and masks to help prevent people from getting sick. Last night, New Year's Eve, a night known for celebration, which for many includes drinking. The day came as many local agencies have been pushing for a Drive Sober campaign on local roads. And for many folks, this was a nice long weekend with the holiday extending over to today. And while we don't have the exact numbers on traffic stops from over the weekend just yet, the State Patrol says that can have an impact on what they see on the roads.
Traffic is a little bit heavier on the holiday weekends. New Year's is no exception to that. There's always quite a few more people out for the evenings, especially if it falls on a day that's for making for a long weekend like it was this year from Sunday into Monday.
And while there was some snow on the ground over the weekend, State Patrol says the plows made quick work of it and kept our roads clear. The U.S. population is slightly larger this year than it was in 2023. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are around 335 million people in the country at midnight on New Year's Day, and this year was 0.5 percentage point higher than a year ago. Officials say the combination of births, deaths, and migration will result in a new addition to the U.S. population roughly every 24 seconds. SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital in Madison celebrating its first baby of 2024. It happened just after midnight. The Kirsting family of Oregon welcoming in a baby boy, Alexander, to the world. Alexander weighing in at 9 pounds, 7 ounces, and 21.5 inches in length. His parents, Leanna and Luke, say they are thrilled to take him home.
We kind of guessed it was either going to be New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. We weren't sure which, but yeah, kind of a wild ride. But we're happy to be done with it and have him in our arms.
Alexander's official time of birth on his birth certificate, 12:02 a.m., just in time. Well, during the holiday season, credit cards were put to use as many purchased more gifts than they could afford this year. And right now, Americans are carrying more than $1 trillion in credit card debt. That is a new record, according to the New York Federal Reserve. Dania Backus looks at why so many people get into this type of debt and how they can get out of it.
Allie and Josh Lupo met in college and both graduated with big student loans. The social workers didn't earn much money, so they turned to credit cards to make ends meet.
We weren't even really living a lavish lifestyle, but kind of just to get by. Credit cards felt like an opportunity for us to kind of have a little more wiggle room.
But the debt quickly piled up.
I think at one point we were just under $10,000, and I think our highest interest rate was 24%.
It's a common story, according to Nick Woolney from CNET Money.
The average American having nearly $6,000 in credit card debt, it's something that is actually quite mainstream. It's the most common debt instrument for most American families and most American households.
Woolney recently wrote an investigation on the issue, interviewing several people with credit card debt, many paying record high interest rates.
That's just compounding month after month, and so it's really contributing to that debt spiral over time.
39% of adults say credit card debt is their biggest obstacle to building wealth. The Lupos were among that group until they came up with a plan.
We had never really calculated both how much we owed or how much that debt kind of radically impacted our lives.
They transferred their debt to new credit cards with 18 months at 0% interest. They developed a budget, took on extra jobs, and cut costs.
For us, it was also really identifying needs versus wants.
The couple eventually got out of debt and turned their experience into a personal finance education business called the FI Couple. The FI stands for the goal they achieved, financial independence. Dania Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, get your Powerball tickets if you have them. In the last 10 minutes, we've gotten the winning numbers for tonight's $810 million estimated jackpot, and here they are, numbers 12, 21, 42, 44, 49, and the Powerball is won. Hopefully someone celebrating the new year as a multimillionaire, and if not, we'll do it again on Wednesday night. Coming up, I'll look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington, and a walk honoring the first baby born in 2020, helping families at the UW Children's Hospital. That story and more still ahead on News 3 Now at 10.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
The bag is back at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag, from household items and pet toys to power tools and even your favorite snacks. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. This deal won't last long. Hurry in to get your bag and see how much you can save. Sale ends January 14th.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour, plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
And like people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Jennifer Hudson, weekdays at 3 on WISC-TV.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Dozens gathered in Madison to celebrate a different New Year's baby's birthday today, even though she can't be there with them. Nora's New Year Walk raises money to support families of children at UW Children's Hospital, a journey the parents who brought 2020's first baby into the world know all too well. Braden Ross has the story.
Baby Nora's time on Earth was short, but her parents are determined that the legacy of Madison's first baby of the decade will live on. On January 1st, Andrea and Dave Elsmo celebrate more than just a change in the calendar. 4 years ago, their lives changed forever when they had baby Nora, the first baby born in Madison in 2020.
She came into the world with a camera in her face and whatever that was, like 3 o'clock in the morning.
But less than 2 years after that photo was taken, everything changed again.
They had called us that day, and she had to be booked into the hospital immediately. So we packed our bags in the middle of a work day and went to the Children's Hospital right here in Madison.
Nora was diagnosed with leukemia in July 2021. 10 days later, she was gone.
When we were in the NICU, and we had just amazing doctors and nurses, and it was a very tough experience. One of the things that sort of benefited us and kind of kept us on the rails was Child Life, which is an organization that basically works to speak on behalf of the parents, help kind of translate what the doctors are telling you. Sometimes it's just as much as somebody to play with your kid for an hour so you can get out and get some fresh air.
So when what would have been Nora's second birthday rolled around, they knew just how they wanted to honor her.
3, 2, 1, go!
On New Year's Day 2022, Andrea and Dave held the first annual Nora's New Year Walk, raising money to help Child Life support other families with children in the hospital.
We just got a group of family and friends. It was probably 50 people about.
They chose a place that's as much Nora's as it is theirs.
Because Nora was a COVID baby, we pretty much went on walks all the time to fill our time and get her out of the house. And so this park was the kind of the closest neighborhood park to us in Monona.
And even through all the change yet to come, there's one thing they know will always be there.
I think it's the best place to watch the lake.
If you'd like to support Dave and Andrea's goal, you can find all the information you need online at norasgivingheart.org.
Let's get a complete look at your first warn forecast now with meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Yeah, good evening, Eric and folks. Plenty to talk about in 2024. The first part is the good stuff here. Seasonally cold weather. generally mild for this time of year. Purple glasses for it being cold tonight. Not looking at much in the way of snow this week. Some freezing drizzle is a possibility, and maybe a few flurries Tuesday night and Wednesday. But we started talking about this first to warn on Saturday. We talked about it yesterday and Sunday, talking about it again, tracking a possible winter storm the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. And I'm going to show you why we have confidence in this weather system. Bump temperatures down here to 23, and then they should start to moderate as we carry on through the overnight. We're going to have a mild day of 35 degrees. We could track that here with our future track model. 23, then we warm up to 25 by the time we get to 6 o'clock in the morning, out ahead of a cold front that's going to come through tomorrow night. But out ahead of that is going to be mild temperatures. Cloudy skies will do 35 degrees here at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So 23 in Madison, then temperature should stay steady or slowly rise a little bit. Otherwise, low to mid 20s across the rest of southern Wisconsin, and lower to middle 30s with those clouds filling back in on your Tuesday. Temperatures, again, here's the good stuff. This line right here is normal. 28 is our normal high. 27 out towards January 11th, if I do my math correctly here. We're generally above that line. But we have a weather system that we need to be tracking here. We haven't had a lot of snow, little snow, people, this year. We're just under 7 inches. Last year we had 20 inches of snow at this time. But this storm is still consistent in our weather models. We look to see day-to-day, model-to-model consistency, and they're still showing a strong storm. We're confident enough to say we're looking at the possibility of some snow and breezy conditions 1 week from now. Here's weather model number 1. I'm going to show it to you. Bringing the snow in January 8th, in its earnest January 9th, and then then the weather system moves on out by the time we get into January 9th, going on into January 10th. Maybe cold weather behind that weather system we'll be tracking too. Here's another weather model showing a very similar scenario. I was just looking at it over there too, but we have new updates coming in as well. This weather system moving in January 8th, maybe a mix with this weather system, but look at this. Very similar to the other weather models showing the snow on January 9th, and then it wraps up on January 10th with those cold winds behind. So definitely stay tuned for our live broadcast this week, channel3000.com, and our First Warn weather app for more on that potential winter storm as we head out towards the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. There's a possibility that the track could change, the strength could change, or maybe it will go south, or maybe it won't quite all get together. But again, we're first to warn here, folks, on that possibility. Well, I've been talking enough about weather. Let's show some weather. They've got some weather photos here to show. Thanks, David from Janesville, showing us that pretty sky there. Dana, the dog park here in Oregon, a little snow on the ground and the moon setting. Thanks, John from Fitchburg. Kay sending us a frosty scene here. I think we have some other frosty scenes here sent from Dylan. Thank you so much, folks, for letting us show the weather. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G, all with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, You might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower than low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Well, it was a close game for the Badgers in the ReliaQuest Bowl today. After leading by double digits early, they just couldn't hang on against LSU in Tampa. News 3 Now Sports Director Zach Hanley was there and has the recap.
The last time Wisconsin faced LSU, the scene was Lambeau Field. This time around, a different NFL stadium and a lot on the line. Their 8th win of the year, sending the seniors out right, and a ReliaQuest Bowl trophy. And you want to talk about starting fast? Wisconsin's first drive ended in points. Tanner Mordecai lofts one up to Bryson Green, and he mosses a dude to put the Badgers up 7-0. Tied at 14 in the second, just before halftime, and Mordecai finds a wide-open Will Pauling in the back of the end zone for his second tutty. Wisconsin led by 7 at the break. Second half, more of the same, but from the ground game. Jackson Aker, the Verona legend, makes one cut, and he gone. 33 yards to the house, and the Badgers are in business. Unfortunately for them, the Tigers always had an answer. Fourth quarter, UW up 3, and Garrett Nussmeier hits Brian Thompson Jr. in the end zone. That'd be the winner. Badgers fall 35-31 and fail to send the seniors out with a win.
Probably the way we played today. We played to the finish. Obviously, we didn't come out victorious, but I know everybody in that locker room, all those seniors gave everything they got for this program and for this team today, so I'm thankful for those guys.
We obviously underperformed, and which sucks because you want to do the best you can and send your seniors out on a high note. But you got to carry the tradition, and now it's time for other guys to step up.
Luke Fickell summed up the loss with the obvious, saying it hurts, but he also praised this group for the fight they showed all season long and said he couldn't be prouder of the guys in that locker room. At Raymond James Stadium on a pirate ship, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
All right, Zach, thank you, and we'll be right back.
Parker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Parker Heating and Cooling.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Stella uses AT&T. Abby has Spectrum One. With AT&T, Stella pays $110 a month for her internet and mobile.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
Abby saves big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings.
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store to get Spectrum One.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked? Well, actually...
Here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning, weekday.
Tonight on The Late Show, Jason Momoa and an adorable puppy. One of them starred in Aquaman 2. Tune in to find out which.
Tonight on CBS.
So a nice calm start to 2024, but maybe, like for me, move the snowblower towards the garage door a little bit and see, because a week from now, something to watch.
Yep, we've been tracking this all weekend. Weather models still consistent. I was just over there looking at the weather models and still consistent, showing pretty big storm for the Midwest. Could impact southern Wisconsin, so yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
We knew our luck would run out eventually.
Even in an El Nino, even in an El Nino winter, we can still get some big snowstorms. Just often not quite as much as what we see in the La Nina winter, but mild, calm. This is the calm, Eric, that you were saying right now. Pretty nice out there the rest of this week. Pretty nice, but then there's that storm system that we're tracking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I would be tuning in to our live shows, channel3000.com. First Warn Weather app to keep up on the potential of the storm.
Something to watch for the week ahead. Alex, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10, folks. Have a great night.